And there we have it. It's been a success. I'm about to play Leicester, but obviously Sunderland lost in the Premier League, which means, well, they can't catch us up. Okay, not Sunderland then. Who is it? Oh, Stoke. Stoke lost then, I guess. Where are they? Yep, Stoke lost, and that means they can no longer catch up with us, and we have secured our Premier League status, and I can apparently do it better than the likes of Remy Gard and Tim Sherwood. Welcome back, everybody. Kai Swans here with the final episode of Aston Villa Do It Better, and as I already showed you, I did it. 39 points, not quite the hallowed 40 I was aiming for, but boom, it's done. Despite a scare with Swansea actually managing to overtake us, despite being quite a way down earlier in the season, we just about did enough to stay up. 5 points clear. Horrendous goal difference. Let's just have a look at the full table. Goals against, we were the second worst team in the division. Goals for, not actually we were quite good there. Crystal Palace obviously scored a lot but conceded more than us, and hence they went down. But our form is bad. Wait, let's go back. What was the last episode? Against Newcastle. There we go. And since then it's been all losses. We've done a Crystal Palace, or maybe a Watford. Well, Watford weren't that bad, but it's just been loss, draw, loss. I could not get a point from anywhere. Not even Stoke. Relegated Stoke could not beat them. Lost 2-3. It was shambolic ending to the season. In terms of one thing, which I'm actually almost upset about because it seems like a waste, is this guy. Wait, where is he? Here. Michael Rowland. One of my youth products of the season. Look at this guy. He's just brilliant for a first season regen at a club level. I mean, what sort of competitive streak? Okay, that's not perfect. Selfish, not perfect, not consistent. All of these are sort of young and almost they can be seen as bad. So, for example, competitive streak can be seen as bad, but it almost counteracts his inability to get into rough challenges. He's a bit. For example, Frank Ribery is a player who's quite selfish but has a competitive streak, and well, he's one of the best players in the world. But look at his pros and just look at him, brilliant player. And it didn't stop there. We got another two. We got Josh Densham, quite good, but lacks the determination that you really want from young players. And finally, the third youth gen player is Adam Rees. What can I say? I've had the luck in the youth gen, and well, I'm not going to use it. In terms of the senior squad, good performers of the season, there weren't many, but Rudy Gestede and Cameron Jerome basically kept us up, and credit to Jordan Ayew, he scored 12 as well. But yeah, if you see two players averaging above a 7, not good. It's fair to say I didn't do as well as I hoped. I was hoping maybe we were Everton are. 10 more points, a bit safer, put a bit of a gap, not leave it so late to stay up, and well, we just didn't manage it. We were appalling, especially defensively. Underperformers of the season, Sparagna came in, played 2 games. I mean, he sort of did what I asked of him. I just wanted him in as a backup who is sort of a signing that follows the Aston Villa style of signing young players from France. Other underperformers, Bakuna, Enzogbia, no surprise there. Nicholas Hoult, again, I'll hold my hands up, didn't make the best signings. I mean, Shane Long actually scored 3 goals towards the end, so boosted his attributes, and Cameron Jerome, one hell of a signing. But again, Nicholas Hoult, it's very hard to know which players to sign from divisions you've never played in, really. So Spragner, Hoult, and where is he? Thompson were sort of shots in the dark with just my scouting network to help me out. It obviously didn't help them that our worst form came after signings. I mean, where's January? There. After January, we only won 2 games and drew 2. The only thing that kept us up this season is those 2 games, like that spell and this spell. That run of 4 games just kept us up. In terms of goals, I already said Cameron Jerome putting in a shift and a half, 18 starts, 11 sub appearances, 15 goals, and second to that was Jordan Ayew. Played a bit more games, but I can't fault him with 8 assists. He's also our top assister, with Rudy Gestede and Scott Sinclair scoring a fair few goals, but Jordan Ayew, Cameron Jerome, Rudy Gestede. You can see who our three star players of the season were. It was a front three. Whoever played striker was key to this team. Unfortunately, Mr. Long, where is he? Shane Long didn't have the effect I desired. He still scored 3, which is not that bad, but not as good as I hoped. In terms of, is there anything else that I've got to talk about? Cups. Well, that wasn't that bad. It was this one, 6-0 loss against Newcastle. Grim. That's what that was. Grim. Many bad games. We really should have done a lot better. But the board, 48% I think it's at. Where do I see it? Yeah, 48%. They weren't quite happy with me. Matches in particular being a poor sense, especially with the last, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses on the trot is not looking good. Anything else of note? Squad harmony, they're not happy. Yeah, the morale is quite low, but the finances are good. Everybody's got to be happy there. Club philosophies, there weren't any. They're actually happy with the transfers on the whole, and competitions, 52% did slightly better than they asked of me, and I think that is no small part due to the Capital One Cup and staying up in the Prem. Met expectations, staved off relegation, that's good. Let's just have a quick look whose transfers were good. Cameron Jerome, no surprise whatsoever. Not happy with the sale of Kozak, which is quite weird. Not happy with the signings of Spragner and Holt, or Thompson for that matter. Sissoko, happy to see him go, no surprise there. Kieran Clark, not happy to see him go. Why is that? Okay, and to be fair, I was a bit hesitant when I sold him. Happy to see the player leave. Andre Green, I'm not happy with that sale, but I had no say in it. And Cameron Jerome has saved us. What's Long given? 54%. What have they said about him? Didn't cost a lot. What about the other guys? Disappointed, no surprise. Inexpensive, and you could tell. And it says decent capture, but it's only 43%. Well, but that's it for this season, and I did better than Aston Villa in real life, but I've probably done one of the worst out of the people attempting this Do It Better challenge. Unless you got relegated, you couldn't really have done much worse than I did with this save. I mean, obviously, could have got 5 less points, but better goal difference, or 4 less points, say. But really, the form was just atrocious. Once I started losing, I couldn't stop. Didn't have quality, didn't have the options. I tried tactics, and it just fell in my face. And look at that run there. That is just, not good. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, check out the Nuremberg save I'm doing. It's going to hopefully be a long-term save, trying to get to European finals and bring Nuremberg back to German dominance. If you attempted this, you probably did better. Leave a comment about how you did, and thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.